Hey crew, I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this is the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. This week we're diving into the Star Trek movies, specifically the first 6, the ones starring the original cast from the 1966 show. If you're new, welcome aboard. We offer up 30 geeky trivia questions every week. If you'd like to learn more about the show and check out past episodes, including the 6 previous Star Trek shows, you can visit us at dorkygeekynerdy.com. Have we not heard the chimes at midnight? It's time to get underway. The Dorky Round. Number 1. Which is the only Star Trek movie to receive a G rating? Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Number 2. The USS Excelsior was equipped with what type of engine? A trans-warp drive. Number 3. What is the only Star Trek film to win a Golden Raspberry Award? Star Trek V. Number 4. George and Gracie are what kind of whales? They are humpback whales. Number 5. Series creator Gene Roddenberry died during the production of which Star Trek film? Star Trek VI: The Undiscovered Country. Number 6. Star Trek IV was dedicated to who? The crew of the Space Shuttle Challenger. Number 7. What was the name of the moon that exploded at the start of Star Trek VI? Praxis. The shockwave design is referred to as the Praxis effect in the FX industry. Number 8. Who was the new navigator of the Enterprise in Star Trek: The Motion Picture? Ilea. Number 9. Khan's final speech is taken from what classic novel? Moby Dick. Number 10. In Star Trek VI, who takes over at the helm of the Enterprise for Sulu? Lieutenant Valeris. The Geeky Round. Number 1. Star Trek II was a sequel to which original series episode? Space Seed. Number 2. Regula 1 from Star Trek II was a recycled model from what other movie? Star Trek: The Motion Picture. Its space dock flipped upside down. Number 3. What book does Spock give to Kirk for his birthday during Star Trek II? A Tale of Two Cities. Number 4. What mountain is Kirk attempting to climb at the beginning of Star Trek V? El Capitan. Number 5. The phrase, the undiscovered country, comes from what play? Shakespeare's Hamlet. Specifically, it comes from the to be or not to be soliloquy. Number 6. Star Trek IV featured the first woman captain in Star Trek. What ship did she command? The USS Saratoga. Number 7. James Horner composed the score for what 2 Star Trek movies? Star Trek II and III. Number 8. What material is invented by Scotty in Star Trek IV? Transparent aluminum. Of note, this material was actually invented in 2009. Number 9. Star Trek VI was an allegory for what historical event? The fall of the Soviet Union. Number 10. Who played Admiral Cartwright in Star Trek IV and VI? Brock Peters. He would also play Joseph Sisko in Deep Space Nine. The Nerdy Round. Number 1. Who described the interior of the Enterprise from the first movie as looking like the lobby of a Hilton? Walter Jeffries. Reportedly, he fell asleep during the movie and never watched any other incarnation of Star Trek. Number 2. Who directed Star Trek: The Motion Picture? Robert Wise. Number 3. What class of starship is the USS Reliant? Miranda class. Number 4. What aircraft carrier stood in for the USS Enterprise in 1986? The USS Ranger. The real-life Enterprise was on maneuvers. Number 5. Most of the actors that portrayed Khan's henchmen belonged to what entertainment group? They were Chippendale dancers. Number 6. Who was originally asked to play Sybok? Sean Connery. Number 7. The music for Star Trek VI was based on what classical composition? Gustav Holst's The Planets. Number 8. What was the original hull number for the USS Excelsior? NX 2000. Number 9. The shape of the probe in Star Trek IV was inspired by what Arthur C. Clarke novel? Rendezvous with Rama. Number 10. Who is the original captain of the Excelsior? Captain Styles. And that's it. Run the end credits and turn up the house lights. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. We'll be back with more Star Trek in coming weeks and something completely different for next week. Here's your clue. What was the highest grossing film of 1980? Not a tough clue when you think about movies celebrating their 40th this year. I'm your host, Brian Rollins, and this has been episode 85 of the Dorky, Geeky, Nerdy Trivia Podcast. Thanks for listening, and always remember to listen to Lieutenant Savick.